When it comes to police brutality, it is important to recognize the reasons on why certain races or certain ethnicities are being treated different by the police and are being treated more disrespectfully than the white race would. We can see evidence of this through our reading. Now, living as a person of color is difficult in a society where you stand out. Everything about you is different, and that tends to scare people from time to time. We talked about cultural racism in Tatum's article, and it quotes, "Cultural racism is the image that affirms, uh, excuse me, images that affirmed assumed superiority of whites and assumed life of people of color." This is one of the biggest problems when it comes to police brutality, simply because it's one of the main reasons why police are assuming things about these black men and black women and black children who have been killed with no real reason. Um, Having this assumption that he's a thug or she's just a woman on welfare, it demeans their character. It makes it seem like they don't matter. These images are reinforced every day, not just for police, but for society as a whole. We see it in movies and TVs where there's always that one black person, and that's it. Like after that, black people don't tend to exist. In households where if you bring home a friend outside of your race, it does tend to make everything feel uncomfortable, which prevents each other from learning about said race and that background. It prevents that connection that we have because of the fact that it's not comfortable for people inside your family or around your bubble for you to be around people that do not connect with you racially or ethnically. And then we have school districts, how it is separated by race. We have a majority of whites going to private school and a majority of minorities in public schools. I mean, there may not be any kind of solid reasons on why it's such a separation. There could be black people, or I'm sorry, people of color who can afford private schools, and there's some that can. And as for white folks, there are some white people who cannot afford the private schools, and there's some that can. But that's the only way to integrate that. In acceptance of relationships and love and everything, it's on an all-time low when it comes to mixed race.